Hey honey, do you feel like eating in tonight, or would you prefer to go out to a restaurant? I heard there's a great place that opened up just down the road from our house. Maybe we could give it a try.
I think it would be better for you if we ate in for a change. We don't need to go out of our way to try the food at this new restaurant.
Well, what do you mean by that? I don't mind eating out. I just thought you might enjoy it, as I know how much you love Chinese food. And this new restaurant is said to make the best Chinese food in town.
Everyone knows you don't mind eating out. We can all see it by your weight. All I'm saying is that you could probably benefit from eating in a couple of nights instead of going out for 5 courses meal. Some vegetables and no desserts would do you good. Plus, it doesn't matter what kind of restaurant it is. You don't always need to try out every meal on every menu, from every restaurant.
I can't believe you're speaking to me like this. You know I control my portions. You're making it sound like all we ever do is go out. And I don't eat every meal from the menu at any restaurants. You're really exaggerating the situation.
Well, when we do go out, you like to pick out and order the most extravagant meals, and you never miss the opportunity for a bowl of chocolate mousse.
So what if I like to treat myself to a dessert or a fancy meal every now and again? I don't do it every night or even as often as you're implying that I do. I don't really appreciate the way you're talking to me again, David. We have spoken about how you treat me, and I don't like the way you pick on my weight.
It's not my fault you're overweight. I'm just pointing out that you should maybe make more of an effort to do something about it.
Alright, David. That's enough. All I wanted to know was if you wanted to eat in or go out. I just thought you might enjoy a night out at a new restaurant, especially because they serve your favorite dishes. But forget I asked.
Well, you have your answer. We should eat in, and I'll cook dinner. At least then I know it'll be a healthy meal.
Fine, do what you want. Hi, Patricia. I just wanted to know if you and your husband would be coming to the neighborhood barbecue this weekend. My husband and I are caring for the rolls, so I'm trying to get the numbers for the event so that I can order enough to feed everyone. Oh, hey Karen. I completely forgot about it. I have just been having such a horrible morning. It slipped my mind. Wow, what has been going on? David has just been going after me because of my weight. All I wanted to know was if he wanted to eat dinner at home or go out to this new restaurant down the block. But instead of just answering the question, he just made a whole thing about my weight, saying that I would be better off if we ate at home. And if he cooked, so he can make sure the meal would be a healthy one. Well, he does have a point. You do look as though you like eating a lot. It wouldn't hurt you to lose a few pounds so that you wouldn't be like an extra mouth to feed. A wealthy man like that would probably be better off with a slimmer, more attractive woman, like me. You should try harder to be more of a woman he deserves. Karen! How could you be so insensitive? I thought you were my friend. I don't need you to make fun of me for my weight too. Plus, it has nothing to do with you, what I weigh, or who you think my husband should be with. Sorry, but truth hurts. I was just pointing out the obvious. I thought you were, well, out of the league. I will have you know that I happen to be comfortable just the way I am. And in any case, I am the wealthy one in the relationship, not my husband. The company belongs to me, and my husband works under me. In fact, I could fire him right now if I wanted to. No, please don't do that. I didn't know. I just always thought he was the one who was bringing in the money. I didn't think someone like you would own such a successful company. Well, I do, and it doesn't have anything to do with what I look like on the outside. I'm successful because I work hard.
Patricia, why are you going around telling people that I'm not wealthy and successful one in this relationship? And that I work under you?
Well, it's the truth, and I wasn't going around telling people. I just mentioned it to our neighbor Karen. She was giving me a hard time, so I just set the story straight and told her that I, in fact, own the company we work. I wasn't trying to make fun of you or anything.
You know Karen can't keep her mouth shut. She went and told her husband and all of her other friends. Now the whole neighborhood knows that I work for you. Do you have any idea what this has done for my reputation?
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. It doesn't matter which one of us brings in the money in the relationship anyway.
Of course it's a big deal. You have completely humiliated me in front of our entire community. The guys at work are giving me even more of a hard time than usual because of this.
David, I really think you're overreacting. It wasn't in front of our whole community. I only told Karen. It's not my fault that she spread the information around. It also shouldn't matter what people say or think of you. The only thing that matters is what you think of you.
Oh, I can't believe you right now. You have no idea how embarrassing this is for me. For a man to be working below his wife. I have tried so hard to keep that information a secret. And now everyone knows.
If it upsets you so much, then you should make more of an effort and work harder to get a more senior position at the company. Then you won't feel so bad. And you will feel even more better knowing that you earned your position. And it wasn't just given to you because I'm your wife.
You're unbelievable.
Hey honey, you have been acting strange the last couple of days. You aren't still upset over our fight the other day, are you? I really didn't mean for the situation to blow up the way it did.
No, I'm fine.
Are you sure? You usually have a lot more to say to me, but you've been so quiet lately. Even at dinner, you have been unusually silent. You didn't even tell me how your day was.
Everything is fine.
Everything doesn't seem fine. I'm worried about you. You know you can tell me anything.
I'm fine, Patricia, just drop it.
Okay, fine. Sorry I asked. Hey Karen, can I talk to you about something? As a friend? Sure. What is it? Well, it's just that David has been acting strange recently and I'm not sure why. He got quite upset the other day when I told you that I am actually the successful one in our marriage, and that he still works under me. He said I humiliated him, but that's not at all what I was trying to do. Do you think he could still be mad at me? Yeah, he's probably still upset that you haven't apologized for humiliating him. But I did apologize. Not really. You told him it's not your fault and that he should work harder. That's not much of an apology. How do you know that? I never told you about our fight until now. Oh, well, David must have spoken to my husband about it. And he must have told me. That's not likely. David doesn't get along very well with your husband. He wouldn't tell him something like this. In fact, I doubt he would have told anyone about our fight, especially due to the nature of it. Okay, well, he must have told me directly then. But why would you be talking to my husband about our fight? This doesn't seem right. Maybe he just felt he could confide in me. This doesn't make any sense. Don't overthink it, Patricia. Anyway, I have to go now. I have a meeting to get to. Patricia and David. Honey, can we just talk about our fight the other day? It has been bugging me all morning.
Not now, Patricia. I have a client I am meeting with.
But it is lunchtime. Why would you have a client to meet with now?
I just do.
Hey, I saw you leaving our office headquarters just now when I was coming back from lunch. What were you doing there? You were in such a rush, I couldn't wave you down. Oh, I told you I had a meeting to get to. Who were you meeting at our offices? Everyone was out at lunch. Only David was in. He told me he had a client to meet with. Wait, was it you he was supposed to meet with? Why did neither of you tell me? Yeah. Well...
Oh my god, you're sleeping with my husband, aren't you?
Me? Sleeping with your husband? Don't be ridiculous. I'm so out of his league. Admit it, Karen. Why else would you both conveniently have a meeting to attend to at the same time? And over lunch? You came for a booty call, didn't you? Alright, fine. Yes, I am sleeping with David. But He came on to me.
What the hell? I don't care who came on to who. He's my husband. And what about your husband? What were you thinking?
Oh, calm down. I only went through it because of his money. It's not like I have a thing for him or anything. David isn't exactly the best looking guy. I wouldn't be caught dead with him otherwise. In any case, I saw his bank statement on his desk today, and he's not as rich as I thought he was. So, you can keep him. I was going to break off the affair later anyway.
So you think breaking off the affair is just going to fix everything? There's no way I'm going to stay with him now. That's cheating, slimeball. I can't believe he would do this. After all I have done for him.
Relax, it's not like he killed someone. Plus, I doubt you would really go through with a divorce. I'm surprised you even got him to marry you. I can't imagine someone else would be willing to marry someone like you. You're not really the nicest flower in the bouquet, if you know what I mean.
I have always been faithful to him. The least I expect from him is that he would be faithful to me too. But apparently not. So, yes, I am going to divorce him. I don't need to be with a man who thinks so little of me that he could go around sleeping with other women.
I will believe it when I see it. You should be happy that you managed to get a man at all. I wouldn't throw that away over one silly mistake.
I thought you should hear from me before the lawyer brings down the papers. I'm filing for divorce, David. What? What are you going on about? Do I need to spell it out for you? I want a divorce. Where is this coming from? I haven't done anything wrong. It can't be because of the fight the other day. You were the one in the wrong way. Don't play innocent with me, David. I know about the affair. Patricia, I can explain. No need. I know everything I need to know. You are unfaithful. Now I want a divorce and you out of the company. I won't go down without a fight. I will contest this and claim for half of everything you own. You can't kick me out of the company just because I cheated on you. That has no grounds for dismissal in business. You don't have a leg to stand on, David. There is no way you will get anything from me. And I may not be able to get you out of my company on this, but I will find a fault to fire you for. You're bound to mess up again, just like you did with our marriage. Watch me. You won't get the best of me.
Wow, Patricia. I didn't think you would actually go through with it. But David tells me that you really have served him with the divorce papers. He also said you were trying to find something to fire him for.
I was quite clear, Karen. David couldn't stay faithful. I do not wish to be with someone who sleeps around. So yes, I am going through the divorce. Now I will find something to dismiss him on. Just like I told him. He messed up in our marriage. He's bound to mess up again. But in the company.
That's not all he told me. He also mentioned that he is going to get half of everything you're worth. I want to see you try and get out of bed.
He can't try, but there is no way that is going to happen.
He will if I have anything to do with it.
You're planning to help him?
Of course. You see, if I help him with the case, he will be so grateful to me that he will share fortunes with me. It's a win-win for the two of us.
And how do you plan on helping him win the case?
Well, if I told you, then you would try to dismantle my plan.
Karen, if you dare try and help my soon-to-be ex-husband with this case, I will tell him what you really think about him and how you plan to only help him in order to get the portion of what he gets from me.
Do you really think he is going to believe you? You are the one trying to divorce him and kick him out of his job as it is.
He will if I send him screenshots of our chats, where you admitted you were only with him for his money, and that you actually think he is ugly.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, yes, I would. In fact, maybe I should message him right now and tell him what you are planning. Then we will see what he really thinks about you. In fact, maybe I should share the screenshots to the whole community so everyone will know what kind of a person you really are.
No! Don't!
Maybe, instead of releasing the screenshots to my husband and the public,
you can help me in return. Fine, just don't release the screenshots. I don't want my husband or my child to find out. It will ruin our relationship. What do you want me to do? I want you to testify against David in our divorce case. So you are saying if I were to go against you, I wouldn't receive a share because of the screenshot. And if I were to go against David, I still wouldn't receive anything? Alright, fine. How much do you want? $100,000. That isn't that much. Especially if it helps you save your $1 million property. $50,000. Not a penny more. Sweet! I will do it. How do you plan on winning the case anyway? I have hired the best lawyer money can buy. With you as a witness and him on my side, there is no way David will get anything from me in the divorce. Just you wait and see. David will come out second best in the situation. He won't get the best of me.
Patricia, I know we haven't spoken since the divorce, but I have been really thinking about a lot of things, and I want to apologize.
What do you want to apologize for, David? For cheating on me? For trying to steal half of my assets? Or just in general for the way you treated me throughout our marriage?
For all of it. I should have never cheated on you. The affair was a stupid mistake that I would take back in a heartbeat if I could. I was jealous of you and your success, and I just wanted something of my own. I should never have taken you for granted or treated you the way that I did. I'm sorry.
Well, David, if this was a movie, I probably would have forgiven you and accepted you back into my life with open arms. But it isn't. This is real life. And you are a real slime ball. I want nothing to do with you. I am better off on my own.
But I'm apologizing. Does that count for anything?
After the years of fat shaming and ill treatment you put me through. No, sorry just doesn't cut it.
Please, Patricia, I'm begging you. Take me back.
Don't bother begging me, David. It isn't a good look on you. In fact, nothing is a good look on you anymore. I have finally wiped the mud out of my eyes and can see you for who you really are. A sad, little man who has nothing. Now leave me alone. The divorce is final, and I never want to hear from you again. Patricia, you have any idea what you have done to me? You have ruined my life. The case was supposed to be private, but half of our neighborhood was in the courtroom. And you owe me. You promised me a $50,000 in return for my help in your case. David swore at me in front of the entire courtroom, cursing me for betraying him. The whole neighborhood hates me, and my husband found out about everything. So pay up. And David promised me until death do us apart, but he didn't have any trouble breaking his promise. I don't owe you anything, Karen. I didn't force you to sleep with my ex-husband. You did that all on your own. You deserve to be in the situation you're in. Your husband is a nice man, and he didn't deserve to be hurt by you the way you did. And your child deserves to know the person you really are. Also, just as well the whole neighborhood hates you. You did some really horrible things. You have to help me, Patricia. This is all your fault. I needed that money to start over. I want to move on from this city to a place where no one knows my name. Where I can have a do-over and do things right with my life this time. I'm sorry, Karen, but you can't blame this on me. What happened to you is a result of your bad decision. I'm not giving you anything. Now stop texting me before I call the cops and lay a complaint of harassment. In the end, I decided that Karen's idea of starting over was a good one, so I moved away and started traveling. During my travels, I met the most amazing man. He is handsome and funny and has a small fortune of his own. He's a successful businessman and entrepreneur himself, so we never have to argue about money. He treats me like gold and sweeps me off my feet at every chance he gets. Although we are both deeply in love with each other, we have decided to wait to get married. Instead, we plan on traveling the world together until we find a place that really feels like home. Then we will start the next chapter of our lives together. As for Karen and David, Karen was issued with divorce paper by her husband. and the truth eventually came out about her plan to partner up with my ex-husband, David. She lost everything in the divorce, including custody of her child and her job. She is now living as a maid in her elderly parents' home as no one is willing to hire her as they feel she is untrustworthy. David ended up leaving my company due to the peer pressure from my other employees. He too lost everything when our divorce was finalized. I believe he has been living on his sister's couch since then and has been in deep depression. I am finally content with my life again and with myself. I am loved for who I am inside and not what I look like on the outside. During my travels, I like to take the opportunity where I can to go into schools and speak to the young girls, teaching them that they should love themselves just as they are and never let anyone make them feel like they are not worthy. I learned this the hard way, but I'm truly happy with how my life turned out, despite the challenges I went through to get where I am.